Here's your Storm Tracker weather forecast with Chief Forecaster Bob McGuire.
Oh, yeah, that's right. It is Friday night in the big sky. We're going to start off tonight with a picture from Tammy Hochhalter. We're looking at the clouds and the snow starting to roll over the crazy mountains out there by Big Timber. Nice looking shot, Tammy. Thanks for sending that in. Look at this one here. Comes to us from Lynn Richardson. You can see Hart Mountain out there. This is the kind of like the last sunset of the month of January, and that's what we had there for you. Meanwhile, let's move on and show you. Here's what's happening in Billings right now. Currently, we have 45 degrees with partly cloudy skies. Southwest wind right now at about 23 miles per hour. Gives you a wind chill factor that feels like 36 degrees out there. Now, our reported high, look at that, 56 degrees. That's not bad for the last day of January. 38, your normal high. The record was 67, fairly close to that back in 1992. The record low was 17 below zero back in 1969. And when it comes to precipitation, nothing new to add to the totals. We're just under a quarter inch, need to be just under a half an inch, so obviously we're a little bit behind for the month of January, but we'll probably catch up in February. In the meantime, look at this, our current temps, mostly into the 30s, 40s, and still 50 degrees at Missoula and Great Falls, 56 at Lewistown. Billings are down to 45 back here in eastern Montana, 30s. But take a look at our reported highs today. Look at how warm it got up to Lewistown. 61 degrees into the 50s at Cutbank, Great Falls, 50 over at Helena. Billings 56 degrees today, 50 in Cody, 55 at Sheridan. Now, the reason we were so warm, we still had a lot of downsloping winds off the Beartooth, and we still have that high wind warning until Sunday morning. Winds gusting to 75 miles per hour here right along Interstate 90. Not only there, all the way up to north central Montana, a number of high wind warnings ranging anywhere from 65 mile per hour wind gusts to 80 miles per hour in some of the gap flow areas around Glacier National Park. Back down here in the plains is more like 70 to 75 mile per hour winds there. Kind of, wow, it's very breezy. Meanwhile, over in Kalispell, it's not quite as windy, but we still have a wind advisory there. Winds gusting up to about 40 miles per hour in that area. But tonight, Doppler radar shows you we have a little batch of moisture came down out of Havre and just fell apart by the time it crossed Interstate 94. And so that is pretty much gone. What we're seeing is the jet stream grabbing some of that moisture from Washington, pushing it up into Canada, and then bringing it back down in towards Montana. But as it kind of went over the Bull Mountains, it just kind of fell apart. Big ridge of high pressure starting to build into our area, so that's going to start warming things up for us over the weekend. At the surface, a couple of high pressure cells here as well. The circulation around the high is clockwise, so push the air into the state. Surface trough here pulled it back down over the mountains, and that's why it was so windy across our neck of the woods today. Tomorrow it's going to be windy because that's a warm front moving through along with the high pressure cell. Warm stays with us throughout most of Saturday, but then on Saturday night, here comes some scattered snow showers around the Missoula area. By Sunday, that snow will spread all the way across the southern part of the state. Looks like it will probably start to include the Billings area as well, right on through about Sunday night. In the meantime, we're expecting maybe about 1 to 2 inches of snow by Sunday afternoon, but then later on in the week could get up to maybe 4 to 6 inches of snow for Billings. 14 to 20 inches at Livingston, same thing at Sheridan, Cody, maybe 10 to 14 inches over in Bozeman. That's if everything comes out the way it's supposed to. But in the meantime, tonight, our temperatures start cooling back down into the 30s to low 40s with partly cloudy skies. Out in the west tomorrow, we're looking at temps getting to the 50s and 60s. 65 in Billings, we get that hot. That will break the record of 62 set back in 1935, 1 year after we started keeping records. 39 degrees was our, it's going to be our forecast low tonight with mostly cloudy skies. Look at how high the winds will be going, gusting up to 40 miles per hour tonight. 65 for your high on Saturday with a 20% chance of rain mixing with snow late. Snow on Sunday, maybe 2 inches. Monday, maybe 29 degrees with a 60% chance for snow showers. 20s on Tuesday, and then finally getting back up into the 30s and 40s as we finish next week. Let's go back to the desk.